let me ask. We'll change gears here to the next question, because part of the frustration that we talked about, and what every youth pastor, I'll say every youth pastor, I'll say what many youth pastors. I don't want to be that. I don't want to generalize. What many youth pastors, and I can speak for myself that I have done it, where you go into a church and you find it to, your mission somehow, how this creeps in. It's usually pride, we have such, as youth pastors and young men in ministry, we have such great revelation that the pastor doesn't know about yet, and we feel compelled to share all our wisdom at 22 years old of how the church should be built and done and so forth. But one of your frustrations was the culture, that was not your culture, but you had your own ideas. You had your own, you had this friction, in your heart between what you wanted to do and what was happening, what reality was, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had a little break from reality. There was things you had to come in contact with to remind you that you're living in a real world here, not in the world that we want, but the world that we have. So would you advise then youth pastors, if they're new to their church, that somehow they should adopt at trying to change church culture? Is that a wise decision?
Definitely not. First off, here's the thing that you really got to do. If you're going into a new church, you really, really, really need to make sure you do every bit of your homework. I
Yeah.
don't care how much you hated homework in college and high school or whatever. You need to do all of your homework and know the ins and outs of this church. Why are they successful? Where are they not successful?
Yep.
You've got to do every bit of your homework. And then the other thing is you've got to realize, just as I did, that you're paid to worry about the student ministry.
That's right.
If worship or small groups or whatever like that is tanking, you can throw out ideas.
Sure.
You can sure. I mean, you're on staff, so you're entrusted to some degree.
That's right.
You're allowed to have an opinion.
Yes.
But what you're not allowed to do, and you're allowed to do it, but it's going to blow up in your face.
Right.
What is not a good idea is to get out of your lane and start managing other people's ministries. Look, God has entrusted them.
Yes.
They have, if you're, I don't care if you are the next American Idol and you think you can sing better than the worship pastor, that's wonderful. By the way, for the record, I cannot.
And by the way, just for the record, that new show is called The Voice. I know that you're mentioning, I just want to let you know there's a new singing show around called The Voice.
I don't watch those.
If you wish to reference contemporary singing shows.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not modern. But the biggest point but the biggest point is stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane. Worry about what you're paid to worry about.
That's right.
You can pray for them. You can offer up ideas and suggestions. But if at the core of your church, it's something that you've got to, and that's what we've got to figure out, is what is the core value of that church.
That's right.
And if it is something that you can get behind, then you nail to it and you get behind it and you give it everything you've got. Because at the end of the day, God, the almighty God of the universe, has entrusted you out of up to billion people on the planet. He's entrusted you over that student ministry. So stay in your lane and worry about what you're paid to worry about.